Hey guys, so as most of you all know, if you've seen our Groundhog Day video, I desperately want a groundhog. Matthew said no, and you know what, that's fine. They're wild animals. We already have 4 pets, aka fur babies. This is Pippin, he's one, he's gonna be helping me today. And what I'm doing is, I decided I'm just gonna make my own groundhog. And as you can probably see outside, it's snowy, sleety, icy awfulness right now. And so we're running on kind of limited power and certainly limited internet. So I can't really do my usual editing, uploading process because it takes a lot of power and internet to upload these videos. So I'm just doing this on my phone, and this is some stuff that I can do. Well, okay, yeah, just go ahead and jump up there. Anyways, I'm making groundhog, but I'm making it with craft items that I just happen to have around the house because we're currently iced in. We live in Mississippi. It's not supposed to get 17 degrees. So that's sort of the situation we're in. And I'm just making the best of this. It's not even snow, y'all. It's ice. It's just ice. So yeah, anyways, I will be making the groundhog. Okay, Pippi, you gotta get down. You're in my workspace. Okay. Yeah, he a big old boy. He a chunk. So I couldn't find a groundhog. Nope. Kaylee. Stop it. Kaylee's one of my dogs. She's very rambunctious and I love her. Anyways, I could not find a groundhog pattern that I could easily download. Even the ones that I could find that were like for sale just look kind of whack. So I just found a squirrel one that sort of worked, that I'm just kind of adjusted. I'm gonna make up as I go, which is pretty much how I do most crafts. But yeah, this is the creepy looking body. And then he's got some other little bits and pieces. So when we get done, he should be around 15 inches tall, give or take, depending on where I have to make some snips and cuts to make things work with this adjusted pattern. So the other thing that's going to be a little different about this groundhog is, like I said, I'm using all of these craft materials that I happen to have on hand here at the house. So I don't have exactly groundhog appropriate that you would find naturally in a groundhog fur. Damn it, Pip! I will call you when I need your assistance. So this is what I have. It's purple. It's kind of like medium pile, so it's not super long. But it's like dark purple underneath, sort of like a royal purple, I guess. And then there's like a blackish brown tip. So it's really pretty. And I figured, you know, this is a Summerlin groundhog, so it can be funky and fun and not exactly normal. So that's what we're gonna go with. Like I said, there's no real pattern. I'm sort of making this up as I go. And then yeah, we'll just see how it looks, and hopefully it'll turn out okay, and I'll have myself a purple groundhog and everything will be great. So yeah, here we go. so it is the next morning now because I needed the daylight and because that's how days work. So I got all of the fur cut out, I got it assembled, and I got him stuffed. To conserve energy, I did it by hand, and also so that I could just kind of sit on the couch and chill with Matthew. So this is what we're working with right now. This is our groundhog assembled. Now we've still got some work to do with him because he's still kind of fuzzy in places where he doesn't really need to be fuzzy, like kind of along his face. So we'll trim that down a little bit. We'll shave it some, and I'll kind of brush him and clean him up a little bit, groom him, and then he also needs to have his nose and eyes attached, obviously. So I'll get him in the shot a little bit. Oh, and another thing, because I didn't have any stuffing on hand, I had to kind of like make up a stuffing alternative. So I had some leftover felt that I just used to stuff him with. So he's a chunk. He probably actually weighs about the same as an actual groundhog. So totally going for realistic consistency with our purple groundhog here. Like I said, I'm using things that I have craft-wise from around the house. So to make his nose, I had some air dry modeling clay. And I was really happy that it wasn't opened because it would have been dried out because I haven't used this in a while. So opened that and sculpted a little nose for him. And I put it on the back of my remote to keep it kind of shaped while it dried. So we'll paint that today, as well as I thought I had like some marbles or like some like aquarium beads or something laying around. I didn't, so to make his eyes, because I really wanted them to be smooth, I could have just made some like eyes out of the clay, but they tend to have like fine lines once they're dried and cracked and everything. So I wanted to try something a little bit different. I've never done this particular method before. Hopefully it'll work. I took the clay and I just smooshed it down, and I took this cigar that's still in its casing thing, the little plastic protective thing, because it has a really nice smoothly rounded edge that's relatively the same size as a groundhog eye. And I made indentions, and so basically made a mold. And I don't have any resin on hand because what I did have was like super old, so I had to get rid of it. So we're gonna do the next best thing and use hot glue to create castings basically for his eyes, and then I will paint them and affix them, and so maybe that'll work. I don't know, we'll see. So without any further glue, literally just came up with that, I'm so happy. I'm gonna get started. Shut up, Matthew, that was funny as hell. But yeah, so I'm gonna do this for a while. I'll take a few clips and put them in there, and hopefully he'll look pretty baller when he's done. So we'll see. Hey guys, Emily here. So it's been about 2 days since I started the Groundhog project, and she's finished. It's a girl groundhog, I've decided. But I've also decided that it looks a lot more like a koala gopher. But you know what, I'm just owning it, and I think considering I didn't really have a true pattern, and it was all kind of spur of the moment, it's fine, it doesn't even matter, it's totally fine. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Gretchen, the Just SUMM Groundhog. You see she has a little tail. She also, well, if that was that close, see if you can see it a little bit better. She has some pretty fantastic makeup going on. I got a little overzealous and was like, you know what? She's a girl, she's fabulous, and she's fantastic. So yeah, I gave her some Wicked eyeshadow and some lipstick and a little bit of blush. I think you can see it. I was going to I thought I had a set of old fake lashes I was gonna put on her, but I don't have them anymore, so bummer. But yeah, so this is Gretchen, the groundhog. She's just something. But so we'll find her a spot somewhere on the shelves in the studio. And yeah, I had to wait a little bit before I did get her back in the frame so you can see all of her fabulousness. I had to clean up my house before I could do the rest of this. Because it's been about a year and a half since I've done any work with fake fur, this kind of stuff. And I sort of forgot that it gets everywhere. I literally swept 4 times since I finished her, and I'm still seeing little poofs of purple fur floating around. Okay, Pippin, alright. Really? Really, bro? Really? Rude. Super rude. Come here. But yeah. So, clean house. Finished groundhog. And also all of the ice is melted. And, things seem to be going okay. So, hopefully videos are going to be back up and stuff's going to be going great. Anyways, that's what I've been doing. No, Pippin. Yeah. All right, guys.